On Friday, China accused the Philippines of deliberately causing trouble in the South China Sea with the support of the United States. Wu Qian, a spokesperson for China's defense ministry, stated on its official WeChat account that the Philippine side has been creating disturbances in various areas of the South China Sea with U.S. backing and encouragement. It was also emphasized that the Philippines should recognize that the extent of its territory is defined by a series of international treaties and has never included China's Spratly Islands and Scarborough Shoal. Throughout this year, there have been multiple confrontations between Beijing and Manila at reefs and outcrops in the South China Sea, which China claims almost entirely. In addition to China, the Philippines, Brunei, Malaysia, Taiwan, and Vietnam also have territorial claims in the South China Sea, expressing concerns that China's extensive claim infringes upon their exclusive economic zones, non-territorial waters extending 200 nautical miles or 370 kilometers from a nation's coastline. Last week, Philippine officials reported that Chinese Coast Guard vessels had used water cannons and collided with a Manila Fisheries Bureau boat en route to provide supplies to Filipino fishermen near the Scarborough Shoal, drawing criticism from the United States. China's Coast Guard claimed that 4 Philippine ships had attempted to enter waters it considers its own around the Scarborough Shoal, known as Huangyan Island by Beijing. In early September, China submitted nautical charts to the United Nations to support its claims to the waters, which were previously recognized as a long-established fishing ground for fishermen of multiple nationalities by a 2016 international tribunal. Following the submission of the charts, a spokesperson for the Philippines National Maritime Council denounced China's claims as unfounded and unlawful. In 2016, a tribunal ruled that China's claim had no basis under the UN Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS, and that its blockade around the Scarborough Shoal violated international law. Beijing has consistently refused to acknowledge this decision, and sovereignty over the Scarborough Shoal remains unresolved. The Philippines and other members of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations have been engaged in negotiations with Beijing for a code of conduct in the strategic waterway, with some member nations insisting that it must adhere to UNCLOS. It is important to note that exclusive economic zones, or EEZs, grant coastal nations jurisdiction over both living and non-living resources in the water and on the ocean floor.